Right, this one's for everyone who's been in my comments telling me that I'm overreacting and fear-mongering about Social Security, and it gives me no pleasure to say what I'm about to say. What's that? Well, it was confirmed in a absolute bombshell article by the Washington Post today. Social Security is not about to break down, it's breaking down as we speak. And it is a result directly of cuts by Elon Musk, and it is at the request of the White House, of Donald Trump, who is directing this attack on Social Security. Now I'm going to read you some of the quotes from the article. It says that the Social Security Administration website crashed 4 times in 10 days this month, and that this blocked millions of retirees and disabled Americans from logging into their online accounts because the servers were overloaded. The article points out that more than 12% of the staff of 57,000 in the Social Security Administration have been fired since DOGE started doing cuts. They were already understaffed. The turmoil is leaving many retirees, disabled claimants, and legal immigrants who need Social Security cards with less access or shut out of the system altogether. As Senator Angus King put it, what's going on is the destruction of the agency from the inside out, and it's accelerating. The acting director has pushed out, quote, dozens of officials with years of expertise in running Social Security's complex benefit and information technology systems. Others have left in disgust. Current and former officials, advocates, and others who interact with the agency say Social Security has been damaged by the rapid cuts and chaos of Trump's first 2 months in office. They fear it is part of a long-sought effort by conservatives to privatize all or part of the agency. They're creating a fire to require them to come and put it out, said one high-ranking official who took early retirement this month. The article reminds us again how Dudek, the guy who took over as acting administrator, although he has no experience or qualifications to be in this role, hurried to cut costs when he took over in mid-February, canceling research contracts, offering early retirement incentives and buyouts across the agency, and consolidating programs and regional offices. Entire offices, including those handling civil rights and modernization, were driven out. The 10 regional offices that oversee field operations were slashed to 4. Then there's the privacy violations. Musk's DOGE team began pouring through Social Security's massive trove of private data on millions of Americans working in a 4th floor conference room, unsecured by the way, with blackout curtains on the windows and an armed security guard posted outside. That doesn't sound sketchy. But there's more. The reporter found that telephone wait times are between 120 and 180 minutes, some report being on hold for 4 or 5 hours. A callback function was only available 3 out of 12 times when the reporter called the toll-free line last week, presumably because the queue that day was so long that the call would not be returned by close of business. By the way, DOGE has just insisted on a whole bunch of new changes to phone policies, which means that tens of thousands more people are going to have to go into field offices if they can find one that's open and they can find an employee there to help them. But the phones are already slow. The new phone transactions don't take effect until next week. Field offices are already deluged. Imagine what it's going to be like once they start shutting more down. Complicated benefits cases are falling by the wayside. Online claims, which are completed by field staff, are backed up. A DOGE-imposed spending freeze has left many field offices without paper, pens, and the phone headsets staff need to do their jobs communicating with callers at the exact moment phone calls are spiking. One field office is even telling people to fax instead of call because you can't get through on the phones. An employee told a caller, "I hope we're going to be here, but I can't guarantee anything." Here's what it comes down to. Trump lied. He said he wasn't going to touch Social Security. He says he's not touching it now. He always knew he would, and he is breaking it as we speak. So I'm asking you all to summon your inner defiance and fight this while we still can. This is not his money, and it's not Elon's money. It's yours, but it won't be for long if you don't fight back.